Yes, lads, joebiline here, and the latest piece of Season 2 news is that it's a Friday, so we've got some more news, and it's player rankings. We've got this one image today, just another one image to share, and it shows this 100 rated black card alley. So last week and a few weeks ago, we saw that it sounds like there's actually more than just elites this year. There's tiers higher, master players, and another one, I forgot the name now, but it looked, and we saw that purple card. So it's looking like potentially this year you've got your bronze, your silver, your gold, your elite, then you've got your purple card, and then you've got this black card, which I'm guessing maybe happens at maybe level 100. Because basically, here it goes, player rankings will change the way you think about building and training your team. Once you hit 100 overall, you are able to rank players. You'll be able to further increase the power of your team by ranking up your max overall players. So what, I'm not sure what this necessarily means, but from this we can see they stay at level 100, but their little icon at the bottom changes from a 1 to a 5 as you rank them up, and it says team overall 100, team overall 101, team overall 105. So does that mean this year basically the cards on your screen in your team will stay at level 100, however they'll actually be higher than that? So even though it's a 100 rated rank 5, it's actually essentially a 105 rated player. That's what I'm thinking. So this year, rather than have that number keep increasing on the card itself, once it reaches 100 it'll max out. Sort of, I guess, maybe. I'm thinking if you play Call of Duty, a bit like the prestige system. So you'll reach max level, and then you'll start ranking up in the next prestige. So it'll sort of be like 100 you get to the top, then you prestige and you go down to 1 and you work your way up. How high that goes up, I'm not sure. But the main thing I think we need to highlight from this article, they've craftily snuck this in here and not led it with a headline. So I'd probably say it's worthy of a headline, and maybe you'll agree. But it says here, considering, so after it goes at the end, it says, by ranking up your max overall players, considering now you'll only have 11 players to deal with, ranking becomes very important. You'll only have 11 players to deal with. I'm taking that as 11-man squads are back, 27-man attack, midfield, defence are out the door. We're back to having the standard, as you'd expect, something everyone was asking for, 11-man squads. That is very, very good to hear indeed. The 27 was great for all the formation stuff, but we're back to having 11-man teams, which is absolutely fantastic in my opinion, and I'm sure you'll all agree below. 11-man squads are back. All this 27-man gobbledygook blue blast season 1 stuff's out. We're getting the 11-man squads, which we all wanted. Now, with 11-man squads, that means you'll just have your 11 man on your team. Does that mean counters are gone? Because the whole idea of the counters was that you had your 27 men, you went in and you picked a formation different if it was countered. Now, does this mean you have to set up numerous 11-man squads to stop counters? Or does it mean counters, and by I say counters, I mean countered formations? I would assume that, from what we know of what Todd said on Twitter, is that first attack's here next season, so I'd assume counters will still happen for overall difference. Hopefully they've changed that in some aspect. It's different. I imagine counters will happen in games, so you'll have defensive plays. But if we're back to having an 11-man squad only, my guess would be that formation counters are gone, or maybe it'll be that styles are counted, so you can't outstyle a full system. So like 4-3-3, we have 4 variations. Maybe you can max counter 2 of them, so you could at least always use your formation, maybe just not in the style you want. To me though, it's looking like counters. To me, we've got 11-man squads back, and in my opinion, I think counters are gone based on this news. It's a little snippet they've flown in. Let me know what you think. The ranking sounds interesting. These 100 rated black cards look cool. I guess we've seen that there's training, so we'll have to see how hard it is to train players up. But at least it's long term, like you can get there eventually, and once you reach 100, maybe if you're free to play, it will take you longer to get there. Well, it will, obviously, we know how it works. With this year, you pay, you get things quicker, but at least you can keep training the player up. Once you get into 100, you don't have to worry about thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to replace him soon. If you want that player to 100, you work for it. Once you get there, you're at 100. It remains to be seen how high these player rankings can go, if they go above. But I think these are all positive steps we've seen so far, and I'm excited to see more get revealed. But let me know what you think below. 11-man squads are back. Absolutely buzzing with that news. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here. Come follow me on Twitter